everybody, let's glue book in my random item garden glue book. Hey guys, at first I start off in my magazine only glue book. I didn't know which way I wanted to go, if I wanted to do my magazine image, a magazine only glue book where I only work in magazines and use that, or if I wanted to do my random item. Spoiler alert, I go into the random item and start gluing in that later. So then I start using miscellaneous things from around my desk or in my stash and things like that from, things, or, things that I harvest from the magazine. Usually I do I harvest the magazine and glue down at the same time. But after a few minutes, I'm looking through right now. Yeah, I grabbed my camera. Thank you, Micki. What was I getting ready to say? I'm looking through this magazine to see if I could get inspired a little bit. But like I said, I end up going over to here. I cut this out because that looked a little hand drawn. But what was I getting ready to say? Oh, I end up in the random item glue book. I end up gluing down in there after a while. So we look through here for a few minutes and then I go on in there. And with the random item glue book is where I put anything goes. Anything I find on my desk. So you see that rattle right there that fell off my baby journal? Well, that could end up in there. Spoiler alert again, it doesn't. It don't end up in here. I didn't even see that. It probably would have ended up in there if I'd have saw it. Because I like to, just put a lot of different things in my glue. But I like to make sure the little bits and bobs that are on my desk or falling on the floor and I didn't see it end up in my glue book. Because I don't want to waste anything. Especially now, we can't waste. We can't afford to waste nothing. And that's what I like about my random item glue book. So I was like, gourds? But then I remember this is an older magazine. So I like the green right there. Because one day I'm going to have a color glue book. I did have years and years and years ago the color glue book. I'm going to have to show you because I found it. And it is kind of funny. It's where I first started it. So one day I'm going to do that. Oh. Hope everybody is well. And you know what? Summer is my favorite season because I'm a water baby. And then fall is the most beautiful. But in winter, I enjoy being cozy here and there and the weather dropping. But spring really gives you that little ray of hope that, maybe things will get better, or yeah, I just like sometimes when I'm feeling down and I'm like, no, I'm not going to let what's happening to me dictate how I feel about things. I said, gosh, I remember times where I said, if I got to go outside, sip my coffee and watch a leaf blow, I'm going to do just that and get my, and boost my mood up. And that's what I like about spring. Go out there and see new life, and maybe just for a little ray of hope, you feel a little bit more hopeful, because you just, the birds sing and things grow. Now, if I lived like these people, these are some beautiful gardens. And that's what I like about them. If I can't grow them, I'm going to look in this magazine. No. But for real, I've done it a lot. Just went and just sat and just looked at a leaf blow or a bird, hear the birds chirp and things of that nature. And goodness gracious. I really like this page. And I'm like, lady, look, I like cute junk. I'm not formal. What else did it say? It says I like to repurpose things. And I'm cutting it out. Spoiler alert. It makes it into the glue book because I really like that whole sentiment that she said. I like to thank people for going with the flow with my, because y'all know when y'all come to a Micki's Arts and Crafts, you don't know what you're going to find. Sometimes I'll have music. Sometimes I'll speed it up. Sometimes, see, it said, yeah, I said, I like cute junk. What does it say? I'm not formal. I'm more into the repurpose. Yes, and that makes it in, and that's her repurposed junk. If I had room, I'll be more into um, bigger projects where you can repurpose junk, but I don't. I know everybody's happy. My neighbors are happy, right? And my family most of all. I try to keep my little stuff up to, in a bag. One day I'm going to show you. I need to really get all that together. But anyway, back to where I was going to say. See, you thought I forgot. I didn't forget. About coming to a Micki's Arts and Crafts because you don't never know what you're going to get. I'm glad y'all go with the flow over here because that's what we need to do. It's be stressed. Life is stressful enough. You don't need to be stressed when you come here, and if you don't like at that time when I play music or something like that, because things happen. Things happen. It's either I can't talk at the moment because I may wake up my family, and I have to do a voiceover, or the camera stops. Now, that's the most frustrating, and any content creator can attest to that. That's the most frustrating when the camera just stops. And you're talking, or you're going along with your project, and so we just got to make do. I didn't want to scrap the video. And then here, I'm off to the side. That's frustrating. I've got to fix that one day. Really fix that. But sometimes I just sit down and I feel like gluing, and somehow I'm just going to fix that. After all this time, you would have thought I'd have fixed it right now. I don't have a big space, so I just try. Sometimes I get closed into my space, and I'm going to see if I can fix it, because I hate when I look through the viewfinder and I'm off to the side. But we still can enjoy it. Soon, I'm going to start gluing. So this will become a Let's Glue book session and not just flip through the magazine and harvest. But soon I'm going to start glue booking. And I really like how this layout turned out. That's really pretty. Isn't that pretty? This whole magazine is pretty. It really is. Oh, did you just push it? Push the magazine up so you can see it? I did get inspired, but I'll start gluing soon. Then I was wondering, what's up with the gourds? And then this is an older magazine. I think this magazine is from 2021. And I'm getting to the end. Lipsticks of the garden. Alright, now we get to start the glue. That's better. So at least she had 11 minutes of me with it. It's something for everybody. Then if you like it not sped up, I have that going for a while. If you don't mind the sped up version, you have that for a while. But you can always fast forward to the end, because I try to always show the finished page at the end. And even if you can't see it in frame, I'll take a picture of it and then you can see it. But here I go. Yeah, I wasn't talking as it is, because when I filmed it, I just couldn't talk out loud at the moment. And then sometimes I just don't feel like talking. I feel like doing, glue booking, but I don't feel like talking at the moment. And I don't want to drag, we all drag. Y'all, the last time when I had that, it was months ago, that coffee, that don't happen all the time. I can drink as much coffee as I want to, and I'll still drag. Because the fact of the matter is, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in my life, and there's a lot going on in the world, and it does affect my mood a little bit. I try not to, because I'm more like a man in that when I'm more introspective. And a lot of times when I've used up all my words, y'all have heard me say it before. When I've used up all my words, I don't do a lot of talking, you know. So I mm-mm, I'm just not all the time a chatty person. So I use few words. I'm just not. Gosh, I remember. Y'all know I'm with her, and I've been with her for a long time. So it was a guy I was talking to, and he used to say, "Well, how was your dad?" I'd be like, "Fine." I gonna give you a minute by minute. It was an average day. I'm not boring myself by telling you, and I don't want to hear your day either. If it's boring and I look. I just can't, y'all. Keep it to yourself. Look, my grandfather used to say, "Keep your work life at home. I mean, your work life at work, and your work life and your home life at." Okay, let's say it. He said it. He said, "Keep your work life at work and your home life at home." You know, don't go to work yip yapping about your home life, and don't bring your work home. Sometimes you have to bring your work home, but not your work day-to-day problems. I really don't need to know the minute by minute minutia of your day and what Jody did and all these other people did, and I know them by heart. I remember, bless my husband's heart, he had a really stressful job, and he only brought the funny home and stuff like that. So after he died, and I did get to meet some of the people, it was all funny things and good things and stuff like that. And some people lied and was like, "Oh, I'm his best friend." I was like, "Funny, because I've never heard of you." You know what I mean? But he made sure I mean, real stressful job, and he didn't bring it home. He left it right on out there in the street where it belonged, and I did too. You know, mine was stressful in other ways, but you leave it at home. Don't want to wear out your partner with all that, or your children. You know, leave that stuff at home. So, needless to say, you know, I try when just to leave things light and airy or funny. You know what I mean, on this channel, because there's a lot going on, y'all. And I love to speak on it. And sometimes it might pop out. It might pop out. It might pop out. I'm not gonna promise it won't. Oh, so you can see here I've used a lot of different things. I've used tissue box, part of a calendar, and some scraps from my projects. And up to the left is painted, painted paper. It's some. Oh, it's gonna be funny. Painted paper. And I'm going to soon reach for uh, some of my coloring that didn't turn out. Oh, but it's good that I have a place for it. You know, I could just put it in my glue book. I was mad too because I didn't really get to the end. I hate sometimes where I get to the end of a colored page and yeah, I don't know how glue got over everything because usually I don't have to mop it up. This was a recycled piece for that lady's yard, so I really but it's funny I couldn't find a place for it. But it ends up on the page. I just couldn't find a place for it. see it and you can't even see. I needed to push the book over a little bit. But it makes it on the page. But it wasn't exciting as I thought it was going to be. Sometimes that happens. Look, I'm looking. I'm looking. So I just stick it right there. Didn't go next to Birdie. Here's another piece from that from the painted page. My painted papers. There she is, the fairy that didn't. I was so upset. I don't know if I explained it or not, but this is the fairy. I'm coming in to voice over the voiceover. This is the fairy that didn't make it in my coloring book. I messed up the page, so at least she could go in my glue book. But there she goes. She didn't make it. She didn't. I messed it up, honey. I'm sorry. I messed it up, but at least you could go in my book. You know what I mean? I messed it up. I'm so upset. Yeah, y'all. I'm voiceover and the voiceover. I'm leaving that part in. I know I just repeated myself, but it messes it up. It messes your video up. The placement of what you're doing and what you're saying when you edit sometimes the audio. So there was a little space in here so I could explain, so I did. Oh my gosh. This worked my nerves. I can't believe this would not glue down. I could not get this to glue down for nothing. And why Aleene's was right in front of my face. Why I didn't break out the Aleene's, I don't know. But you are beautiful. Take that throughout your day. You know, but more importantly, hopefully you're beautiful on the inside. You know, beauty could be bought and acquired, but inside, character just takes a lot. But I'm going to leave that alone right now. Everything that's beautiful isn't. What did the husband used to say? Don't let the smooth things fool you. Don't let what something looks like fool you. I know that was loosely kind of interpreted right there, but I'm glad I had that little saying because I always tell my son that your dad used to say, "Don't let the smooth things fool you." Oh, it cut off. Yeah, I did hear the computer, not the computer, the camera cut off. So I just kept on going this time. But I will always come back and show you the finished page. So if you made it this far, you want to let me know that you were here, but you don't have anything to say, go ahead, since this is the garden glue book, to go put a flower. You can always wave to say hello, or put the scissors and the book, or you could put it all there. Don't forget, you are beautiful. And I will go talk to you later.